Alone, aimless, searching. Tonight we have some big problems to discuss. Two large problems, in fact. Those words you just heard me say could easily describe the state of many people in our community who feel socially isolated. Equally, they could describe an animal waiting in a shelter after a rough start in life. Alone, aimless, searching. At Happy Paws, Happy Hearts, we restore purpose. I hope tonight you've had a chance to get that warm feeling which comes from interacting with beautiful puppies. However, I have to reinforce that we are much more than puppy cuddles. In fact, we've flipped the animal therapy world around. How have we flipped this? Well, you would have heard of people who take their trained animals out to visit hospitals and aged care homes. We decided to do the reverse and instead take the people to the animals. Now, through our training programs, the participants train these animals to learn new skills which help them get adopted sooner. And the individuals work on their personal recovery goals at the same time. Sounds so simple, right? This win-win should have been done before. Unfortunately, there's more work to be done. And tonight, Tom and I want to enlighten you on the state of many veterans when they return home. Like it or not, Australia has been engaged in widespread active military conflict for the last 20 years. And as you are no doubt aware, when people return home, it's a challenge to reintegrate back into society. Tom is going to speak about his own experience. I really want to take you through some of what I've heard working with veterans. And what I hear consistently is that being in the defence, it's not a job. It's a way of life. It's a whole identity. And it's 24/7. So with this purpose and mateship behind their everyday, it's not surprising that there are issues when people return home. I think what's surprising is that in this country, we're only just starting to quantify that. So when people are in service, the suicide rates, comparative to the general population, are actually a lot lower. But when people leave, particularly if it's a forced discharge due to injury, those suicide rates spike and they become a lot higher. So we must ask ourselves what is going wrong when people return home. Tom will, of course, speak of his own experiences. What I can tell you is if we don't address this issue, we will lose important people. We lose people with leadership capabilities. We lose people with a sense of duty. We will see people distance themselves from their families, and in too many cases, we will see them leave this world altogether. So now one might ask, what can we do to tackle this issue, to respond to this plight? We have a sense of duty ourselves, do we not, to support those who protected our futures? There will need to be many solutions. Tonight we present you one which is already working. We've piloted programs where veterans train rescue dogs to various levels, and we want to take it to its next stage. We want to have veterans come in and train support dogs. You see, we can train an animal to respond to an impulse, shaky hand, knee, and to put a reassuring paw on its owner. If a loud bang came into a room, the dog could tug at its owner's pants to let them know everything's okay, everything's still calm. And we all know that dogs in general have this calming effect. So to take this work to the next stage, we're actually asking you to be social investors in a scalable solution. I can tell you from seeing this work, the bond that forms between veterans and rescue dogs, it's instantaneous. It's like, you've been through hell, I've been through hell, let's work through this together. So tonight, we want you to help us build our runway. For every 15,000, we can support 5 veterans to train these support dogs. Help us pioneer something, because beyond veterans, there are many others who need this solution. As you would know, AMBOs, police officers, welfare workers, just to name a few. So the first 15,000 buys us 3 months, but we could do so much more with 6 months, or dreaming really big, 12 months and $60,000. I'd now like to invite Tom to speak about his experiences, just to put some perspective on this.
Thank you, Zoe. As an older veteran in 2013, I left the Defence Force, medically discharged and retired. Going out, it felt like I went into a vacuum. I went into the Defence Force because I thought I was doing something worthwhile. And I managed to serve overseas and help my mates. When I got out, it took another 12 months before I even got into an organisation called the Mates for Mates, who actually saved me. Saved me because I'd seen so many people in that 12 months who had actually had said to me, Tom, go to Mates for Mates because they will save you. Because if I hadn't gone there, I would have taken my own life. From there, I went on and did things like equine therapy. So I understood the importance of animals in therapy in our lives. From there, I was very excited to actually go on a course called the Happy Paws, Happy Hearts program. It took me quite some time. I'd spoken to Zoe for a while. I spoke to her on the phone. I waited and I finally got on. From there, I was able to gain confidence, and I've been able to go through the program and realise just how important animals and dogs are in our lives, in our therapy, in helping people. They actually save me. So I'm now a volunteer at RSPCA. I'm there on Thursday afternoons, helping those dogs. Okay, well, if you think dogs don't have a soul, just look into their eyes and you'll see it. So they are like us. They were lost. They don't know where to go. It's a two-way thing, and that's how it's going to help people. I would love to see other people in the program and see people actually helping themselves, helping animals. Thank you.
I'll just wrap up by saying Tom he did 30 years service. The average is normally something like 6 years service. So to me, to achieve this goal I've set for you tonight of 12 months versus 30 years, it doesn't seem, it really, I'm going to get emotional if I keep talking, but to me that doesn't seem like such a big ask to pay back Tom and his mates, who I'm sure he'll bring along to the next program. Thank you.